Good afternoon, you're watching Audiotree Live. Today is Friday, June 30th, 2017, and we're honored to have with us in the studio, Ratboys.
just want to love my family, hold my shelter and lie in the cemetery. I just want to hold you, Molly.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Ratboys. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is awesome. GN, your brand new album, came out today.
GN, baby. Today.
GA.
GA.
Right now.
For GN.
Yeah.
June 30th is GN's birthday.
Hell
today.
Yeah. I'm happy
Feels
to be
good.
celebrating it with you.
Yeah, this is part one of the celebration, the slow birth.
Yeah. And then you're playing a show after this.
Yeah, we're playing a big ol' release show, so we're going to play half the record here today and then play all of it later. So
yeah, so if you're watching
little
this,
sneak peek.
yeah, come to the show later so that you can check out the rest of the record.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to talk all about it. I want to talk all about GN.
Sick.
How would you compare recording this album versus AOID?
It was really different. With AOID, we recorded it very slowly over the course of a few months because Dave was still in college, so we could only do it on the weekends.
Yes.
And the space that we recorded it in is like a warehouse practice space, so we're sometimes a little bit limited in like when we could do certain things because it wasn't entirely soundproofed. So thinking back, it's really wild. Like I think I recorded all of my vocals for AOID like in between the hours of 3 and 6 in the morning.
Wow.
Because that was the only time that we could know for sure that no one would like be there.
Yeah. Do you feel like that affected it at all?
It was really fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really vibey and like
Yeah.
dark and not dark like scary, but like
It was probably dark too.
middle of the night, sneaking in, you know. It was chill.
The first record has more like a piece together vibe, and then I think GN is just, we really had a more solid idea of what we were doing when we went into it. We
Yeah.
rehearsed a lot for it. And
We
there's
recorded the
definitely
whole
like
thing in like 2 weeks. So that was dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here in
Much more
Chicago?
concentrated. Here in
Stretch.
Chicago, yeah.
Nice.
Atlas Studios in Lakeview. So it was cool. Yeah, it was really different. But I think I liked this because we really kind of went into it with a solid idea of what we were going to do and what we wanted it to sound like.
Yeah.
And also, when we recorded AOID, I had like only been playing electric guitar I hadn't ever played a show with an electric guitar.
Damn.
So this time I felt more confident with this instrument because it's pretty
Yeah.
different than the acoustic guitar.
It's your good friend now.
I love it.
And a lot of the songs that you have on the record, they've been in the works for a while, right?
Yeah. I was just bored the other night and looking on my computer for that song we just played, Molly, which is the first song, the first demo that I have of it, this like an acoustic song, like acoustic demo. Like I think I made it in like 2011 or something. So like it's been a long time, but
Yeah.
I mean, the time just felt right for all of these that we chose to really devote ourselves to revising them and making them full and fleshed out and
Hell yeah.
beautiful like we wanted. So happy with
Yeah.
how it worked out, yeah. And now it's finally out. I feel like I've been pregnant for like a long time. So
Pregnant with GN.
pregnant with Tian, baby. A beautiful, beautiful baby.
Yeah, it is a beautiful baby.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, you guys can roll into the next one whenever you're
Cool.
ready.
Yeah, this is track 2. Ready, Ev? Cool. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Freezer, I got your tail, I'm teasing. My lover is all gone, and it's my us equals as the medicine destroys them. Minutes make us realize he's long gone.
Audiotree Live with Ratboys. Elvis is in the freezer. A really, really rad music video came out for that recently that
Thanks.
Kenna did, Kenna Hines. What was the concept behind that? Because you went down to Louisville to shoot it.
We did, yeah. So Kenna Hines, who directed the video, is from Louisville, Kentucky, and I am too. And we never knew each other until we moved
wow.
up here. But when we were kind of thinking about trying to do a music video for Elvis, we had this idea to do the whole thing in reverse and kind of make it about how friends like help each other in the wake of tragedy or grief or loss. And so we, since we both grew up there, we kind of had all these places in mind that we just know are so beautiful or would be fun to film at. And also on a logistical standpoint, it was pretty easy. Like, no one gave us any trouble. We didn't have to get any permits or anything. So
that's great.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, I'm psyched about how it turned out. We made the whole thing in 3 days, like editing included. So it was a very quick, fun.
It's super impressive.
Time. Yeah,
and super moving. It's a beautiful music video.
Thanks.
And the story behind it too is sad. Do you want to delve into that?
But happy though. It's I mean, it makes me laugh. Like so Elvis is the name of my family's cat, who back in 2012 we had to put him down. He was only 6. It was pretty like unexpected.
Yeah.
But it happened right around Thanksgiving, and I remember it was really rainy in Louisville, and they couldn't or didn't want to bury him right away because it was muddy. And so they kind of kept him in the basement freezer for a while. And when I got home for Thanksgiving break, my mom, the first thing she said when I walked in was like, "Don't open the basement freezer. Elvis is in the freezer." And I was like, "That's hilarious, and that would be really good for a good lyric." So yeah, it's sad, but it's happy. Like it's it's fun, like things are funny sometimes.
Yeah, it's a story.
Yeah, in the wake of like sadness. So
yeah, and there's a lot of storytelling on this record. It's very folky in that sense, country.
Yes.
And so the next song that you're going to play, Crying About the Planets, you've got a nice story behind that one, too.
So, I'll briefly tell it by Cody. So this is track 5, the last song on side A. And, so a lot of times when I'm just hanging out in bed, I, like, click random Wikipedia articles. And usually they're, like, nothing, like a tiny town in Czech Republic or, like, a random soccer team or something. But like Evan was talking about with me yesterday, I like hit the jackpot with this one. I like stumbled upon an article about this group of Antarctic explorers who went out to map the coast in Antarctica back in 1911, I think, and claim land for Britain. And it was a pretty tragic expedition. Like 2 of these guys ended up dying, and the one who was left, Douglas Mawson, had to make it back by himself.
That's terrifying.
It is terrifying, and I just like reading that story. There was already so much like poetry and so much interest there, and so I wanted to write a song from his perspective and kind of honor his experience. I had never heard this story like in a movie or like just talked about it all. So it was a good way to pay homage to what Douglas Mawson went through. So we hope people like it. It's definitely probably my favorite one to play on the record.
Amazing. Yeah, I love that story.
Thanks.
Sweet. We'll roll on into it.
Take a quick sip. Arctic wind.
That sounded really bad.
Good enough. Sounds good. All right. Y'all ready? All right. 1, 2, 3.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Ratboys. Yo, that song was heavy.
It's the scary one.
Oh, that's a scary one.
the
Yeah.
scary one, yeah.
I was terrified while listening
But
to
he
it.
lived,
too.
you know. Douglas Mawson survived, so it's like
Yeah.
triumphant, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah. I recently just finished reading The Old Man and the Sea, which
Ooh, I've never
you
read
know,
that.
Yeah, it's really short, but for some reason it took me months.
Is that Steinbeck?
No,
Hemingway?
it's Hemingway, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, it's like a similar vibe. It's just like someone alone in a boat,
Yes.
sad. Like that's a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be peaceful, but it's terrifying.
Not in Antarctica, man.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Crazy.
So yeah, so like I said, there's lots of folk country vibes on this record, and just in a band, this band,
Yes.
there's lots of that. I'm wondering, has that always been like a presence in your life? Have you been listening to like folk since you were younger?
Yeah, I think so. For me, like growing up, the main things I remember listening to that my parents showed me, I guess they weren't like straight up folk music, but Sheryl Crow, the Monkees. That was the first cassette tape I ever owned. Monkees' greatest hits.
Nice.
It's good stuff. Yeah, Joni Mitchell. Lots of women, like Joan Baez. I think maybe this is like reading too much into my own life or something, but my mom did listen to a lot of like really confident women songwriters, and I
Yeah.
think I like felt that impulse early on to like do what they did. I don't know. But I mean, in the 90s, I guess the late 90s when I was alive, like Dixie Chicks were a huge deal for me. Faith Hill, like, and that's when country music, in my opinion, kind of started veering toward into pop music. But like, I still like Wide Open Spaces by Dixie Chicks is like one of the best albums of all time.
I must have heard that Shania Twain now.
Oh my god! But it's
like
like pop
600
music too.
times growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pop music.
Yeah, I
But
grew up in a similar household to this, like
Cool.
Shania Twain, Dixie
Oh,
Chicks.
man.
I didn't appreciate Dixie Chicks a lot when I was younger, but like now when I re-listen to that record, I'm like blown away.
Yeah, it's
They're killing it.
it's pretty special. When we were down in Austin for South by, one of my favorite times of the whole week was we were stuck in this awful traffic jam, like everyone is when they're down there, and just had all the windows down, blast in Wide Open Spaces by Dixie Chicks, and people thought we were crazy.
It was a pretty beautiful moment.
It was beautiful. It was fun.
It sounds freeing.
Yes, truly.
Because it was the opposite of wide open space.
Exactly. See, you get it. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. Do you want to go around the room and say things that you guys were listening to growing up? Evan, Sean?
Yeah, it was a lot of, I would say a lot of kind of like folk music for me too. Like my parents were really into like James Taylor and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young and all those folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like right when you brought that up, I was instantly like, oh, Shania Twain. Like that first thing that popped into my head. And then Dixie Chicks, of course, too. But yeah, the same road, pop country.
Yeah. We definitely need to listen to some Shania Twain together. Like, I never find fellow Shania Twain lovers, so that would be really special.
Do some
There,
karaoke.
everyone, you just have to ask.
Yeah.
Everyone will be like, oh, yeah. That's one of the karaoke. Shania Twain is
Yes.
the queen of karaoke.
Yes.
Maybe not
So
her,
good.
but her content opens itself up to karaoke,
Yeah.
like, endlessly, you know?
Yeah, the last time I did karaoke, I did Sheryl Crow. Like
Me
you were saying.
too.
Oh, my God.
Dave and I, down in New Orleans at Cajuns,
Oh,
did
yeah.
Picture by Sheryl Crow and Kid Rock.
Oh,
That was a big hit.
did someone film it?
I don't know. We should
Because I
ask.
would love to see that.
We
Or you
can
guys
do
should
it
just
later,
create
dude.
a
Yeah.
rendition of your own. I would love
Found
that.
a phone on the hotel. We'll do it later.
Same old.
Nice.
Oh, my. I'm
It's,
going to cry.
it's good stuff.
Sweet. Okay, well, you guys can play the next song. whenever
Cool.
you're ready. Thank
Okay,
you.
this is song number 7. This is called Wandered. I never ran away from home as a kid, but if I did, this is what I would be sounding like.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ready to get groovy? Okay. You ready, Dave? Okay. Here we go. I'll count it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Ratboys.
Thanks for clapping in there. Means a lot.
Everyone's clapping around the world. Just so you know. They're
Run
also.
over your most used show banter.
Oh, God. No. Don't give it away. Every
Thanks
night
for
is
clapping.
different.
Do you always say thank you for
I
clapping?
do. I think it's funny. People don't always clap.
I think it all
Text.
started with that Jeb Bush story.
Please clap.
Oh,
Jeb
man.
Bush.
Yeah.
Oh.
Viv of Grandkids did that one show, too. She just kept saying, please clap, after every single song.
That
That's
was
a
the
good
best
one.
thing that happened in 2016. Not true, but made me laugh a lot.
Yeah, it's up there.
Put that on our tip jar for a while. Please clap. And
Ah.
people would come up and be like give us like pity tip. They didn't get the joke,
Oh,
but
well,
it's okay.
at least you did.
We did. It was good.
I want to close this out with, my questions. I want to close my questions out with a really precious one. I want to ask what your favorite SpongeBob episode is.
I don't think I have one. The pilot? I don't know. Like, I don't know if I could name one.
What?
Okay.
The Krusty
I
Krab
guess I
pizza.
don't know the names.
I brought seasons 1 through 3 with us.
And we've never
We're leaving
watched
for
it.
tomorrow.
Let's
I
go.
brought them.
Okay.
We have our little tiny DVD player in the car, and we are gonna educate you, Evan.
Let's marathon it. I'm ready.
There are so many good ones. Off the top of my head, one of my favorites is definitely the one where SpongeBob is trying to pass his boating license test for the millionth time, and he and Patrick come up with this genius idea to put like a walkie-talkie in his head, and Patrick will just feed him all the answers from far
Yeah.
away, and he wears that cowboy
Yeah,
hat.
it's like a really big one, right?
It's incredibly hilarious. I don't know. The April Fool's Day one's really good. Do you have a favorite, Dave?
Chocolate one. Selling the
If you go on
chocolate.
YouTube, you can watch chocolate in like 12 different languages.
What?
Yes.
It's pretty fun.
Chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yeah, it's really good.
That's cute.
The world we live in is just full of goodness.
Of good YouTubes.
Yes, that's more accurate. Yes.
Sean, you look like you're harboring like an idea over there of no?
I'm thinking of like, I guess I wasn't super into SpongeBob either, so I'll
Wow.
have to tag along with Evan in the back seat and
Wow.
watch some DVDs.
Poor
But I
guy.
do remember
Poor-
like
poor
the Krusty
children.
Krab pizza episode when he's like
Yeah.
walking and
And
singing
he sings
that
the song.
one.
Yeah.
And then there was the one where he said "weast." That one made me laugh a lot. I don't remember what was happening in the episode.
At least you have
but
moments you love.
yeah, there's like little tidbits in
Yeah.
my brain.
All I know is that I don't like episodes where Plankton's trying to steal the recipe. It
like
stresses
every
me out.
episode,
It stresses me out. I
Yeah.
want him to stop.
Yeah, it is.
Give it up.
Yeah.
You would hate the movie then.
Yeah, I don't like the movie.
Yeah. Well,
I don't mess with that. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Cool. Well, thank you for discussing SpongeBob with me.
Any day.
Means a lot.
Anytime. Love it.
You guys can take it away with the last one whenever you're ready.
Cool. Yeah, this is the last song on GN, which is out today, and we'll be at Chuba's tonight playing the whole thing. The song's called Peter the Wild Boy. It's about a person named Peter the Wild Boy who lived in the woods for a long time until he was adopted by the King of England. True story.
Nice.
Wiki that. All right.
And how many lives does it take to ruin a single one? I once learned of a boy, he couldn't sing at all, yet he knew every note of my song. Found one day they called him the wild boy. He's a mess, he's a man. What should we do with him? He saw a tree, called it mom, and she called him son. Peter thoughts begin.
Audiotree Live with Ratboys.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks again for being here. I'm very happy to be spending the release day with you guys.
Love it. Thanks, Peggy.
Thanks to everyone in the studio and to the camera and lighting crew and to the viewers for watching. You can support Ratboys by downloading the session when it comes out in a couple weeks or buying GN, which came out today on Top Shelf. You can also go see them tonight at Shuba's with Mother Evergreen, Special Death and Sincere Engineers. And they're heading out on tour tomorrow to hit Canada in the New England area, so look out for that. From everyone here at Audiotree, thanks for viewing. See you later.
Thank you very much, everybody.